wrestling fans? I'm Bryce Remsburg here in the friendly confines of your CHIKARA Event Center. You know that some of the greatest CHIKARA fans in the entire world reside in the greater Chicagoland area. You may be the second city, but you are number one in our hearts, and that's why we dusted off an old little thing we like to call the Tag World Grand Prix. It's been in hibernation for 4.5 years, and it's blowing back into the Windy City this Saturday. Now, of course, this event, this 16-team single elimination event, is too big for one show. This is going to take 2 stages, Chicago. A 1 o'clock afternoon bell time, a 7 o'clock evening bell time. 2 full cards of CHIKARA greatness coming your way this Saturday. Now, of course, the winner of the Tag World Grand Prix will have to successfully win 4 consecutive tag team matches. That means that one team will leave Chicago with 4 points. Now that's more than enough for a shot at our current Campeones de Parejas 3.0, who you know will be looking on with a watchful eye as to what goes down in Chicago. I said a 16-team tournament, and you better believe it is stacked from top to bottom. Just this morning, we posted the entire first round lineup over at CHIKARAPro.com. Go to the events page, take in the awesomeness that is the Tag World Grand Prix. Some highlights include former Campeones de Parejas, the Young Bucks, returning to a CHIKARA ring for the first time since they lost those title belts. Fire Ant and Green Ant as a team representing the colony. Of course, Fire Ant, former Young Lions Cup champ, former co-holder of the Campeonatos, and a former Tag World Grand Prix winner himself with Soldier Ant in Germany way back in 2008. Hollow Wicked and Frightmare, the Spectral Envoy, currently 2/3 of the Kings of Trios. Hollow Wicked, he won the very first Tag World Grand Prix way back in Allentown, Pennsylvania in 2003 with Blind Rage. The Baltic Siege will make their CHIKARA debut. The Bravados return from Japan. The Devastation Corporation, WWE Superstars, former Superstars, the Heartthrobs, and so much more. 16 teams in all. Be sure to go to CHIKARAPro.com, the events section, as soon as I'm done, and check out that astounding lineup. But there is more on tap for you, Chicago. Part of Stage 2 action, part of the evening card. Your mayor, Colt Boom Boom Cabana, Chicago's favorite son, is ready for one-on-one serious competition with our own Icarus.
Everyone knows that Icarus is serious business. From the minute that I wake up, I'm a serious cereal eater, I'm a serious walker, I'm a serious talker. And they respect me for that. Not you, Colt Cabana. Everyone knows that you're just a funny guy. Everyone knows that you like to play jokes and pranks. But on May 18th in Chicago, a city that hates funny, Chicago where the motto is funny doesn't equal money, it's going to be you and me. And I'm going to prove to the world that you are just a stepping stone for me becoming CHIKARA's grand champion.
But in addition to the Cabana Icarus contest, in addition to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of the Tag World Grand Prix, the Grand Championship of CHIKARA will be defended in Chicago. Champion Eddie Kingston, he seemingly has a stranglehold on that belt, will make his 13th defense against the leader of the band, Archibald Peck. Will 13 be the unlucky number for Kingston, or will Archie wrest Kingston's most prized possession from the King's arms? Well, Peck is standing by, and he is ready for his title encounter this Saturday.
I recently revisited my favorite poem, Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. But this time I found a new significance, dual significance in fact, which is unsurprising given that duality has been a recurring theme in my life ever since I discovered I have a doppelganger. Percy Bysshe Shelley died suddenly at sea only days after encountering his own doppelganger. Historically, doppelgangers have been considered omens, signs of bad things to come. Which is unfortunate for me, considering the unique circumstances of my forthcoming match with Eddie Kingston. It's no secret. If I am backfisted by Eddie Kingston, I will lose my very Chikara career. So it's natural that I ask myself, is this a risk I'm willing to take? And the answer? Absolutely. Why am I, Archibald Peck, in Chikara, if not to be the grand champion? And this position is only strengthened by the other significance of this poem. Ozymandias is about a man standing at the ruins of a monument to a king who thought his empire could never crumble. Sound familiar? Eddie Kingston, you have been the grand champion of Chikara since that title's inception. But somewhere along the way, you seem to have lost your own identity, confusing yourself for the grand championship. And I can't help but wonder if some of your struggles of late can be attributed to your unnatural attachment to that title. It's true. I'm a man with a history of unnatural attachments myself. But that's why I know that the best way to handle them is to break free of the attachment entirely. Eddie Kingston, on May 18th, when you and I meet one another in the ring, and I do so at risk to my own well-being, I am going to do you the favor of unattaching you from the Chikara Grand Championship. It is my favor to you, my favor to me, and my favor to Chikara.
I don't know what more to tell you. 2 full cards of Chikara excitement coming to one of the best Chikara towns on the map, Chicago, Illinois, this Saturday, 1 p.m. in the afternoon bell time as a special added attraction to our afternoon card. Former WWE Women's Champion, current TNA Knockout, Tara Victoria. She will be there at intermission talking to you, the great Chikara fans, about her restaurant, The Squared Circle in Chicago. Then 7 p.m. bell time, I mentioned the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of the tournament, and so much more. Very, very few tickets remain. You know, if you've ever been to the Logan Square Auditorium in Chicago, it's packed. It's standing room only. You want to make sure you have your spot. Arrive at the building early and take your chances at the door, but if you want to be sure you will be admitted to the Tag World Grand Prix, go to ChikaraPro.com right now. Buy your tickets. They're only on sale until tonight in our online store. After that, take your chances at the door. Our only trip to Chicago this year, and you know it is going to be a major league day of Chikara excitement. Make a weekend of it. How about head on down to Wrestling is Intense in Robinson, Illinois. That happens tomorrow night. And then hang around. Go to Villa Park, Illinois on Sunday afternoon and experience Wrestling is Heart. All the phasers are set on Chicago for this major wrestling weekend. Like I said, one time this year, Chikara is coming to Chicago, and it's going to be the Tag World Grand Prix.